So hi everyone, my name is Risa from LiLz. Today we received an inquiry from a potential customer of Malaysia who is working in a petrochemical industry, Kai. He has a question about what is LiLz Gauge in general and decided to contact our sales representative, Aya. So let's take a look at their conversation. Okay, Kai, please go ahead and ask questions.
Okay, hi. What exactly is LiLz Gauge?
Yes, thank you very much for inquiry. I'm glad that you sent an inquiry on LinkedIn. LiLz Gauge is essentially, I call it as a instant remote inspection solution for analog gauges. So as petrochemical industry, you still have a lot of analog gauges, like pressure gauges, like temperature, or oil level gauges. So these kind of gauges has been checked manually. Am I correct? Yeah, right?
Yes.
So our camera, essentially you can just place the camera in front of the analog gauges, and then once you do settings, which is probably maybe 3-5 minutes, then basically you are getting those results through cloud. So instead of you are sending someone to do round check, you can just sit down in the office and wait for the results.
What are the benefits then over something like a fixed video camera or a security camera?
So the biggest benefit we see is camera is way cheaper than human lives. So most of the petrochemical refineries, or even offshore or onshore location, it is not a safe place from the beginning to go, especially those areas are explosion protection area. So it's also time consuming to even go there, to change the equipment, clothes and everything, to just even step into the area. So that's something that you don't have to do it anymore. And also another benefit I can point out is that because you don't have to do those manual checkings, that means you can spend your time in something a little bit more important than doing manual checks. You do manual checks because you need to do it, but it's not super crucial that it doesn't require to have human decision making either.
What about maintenance of these cameras? What's involved with the setup, and what do I need to do to maintain cameras?
So it's not so much of maintenance required. It's very low maintenance, to be honest. So our camera, it's like a GoPro. Like you mount the camera, leave it on site. So only thing that physically you have to do is probably clean the lens every now and then, just in case you get a dirt or something, or if it's physical block between camera and gauges, it is not going to be possible to capture images. So that's one thing you have to be maintained. Another thing is that our camera is operated with lithium-ion battery. So once the battery is low, then you have to recharge a camera.
What's the typical lifetime?
It's about if you take 3 pictures every day, then it's gonna last 3 years.
Right. Okay.
In fact, how often your team members is doing round check at site?
Usually only during the daytime hours, nothing really at nighttime, and probably once every few hours or so.
Once in a few hours. So let's say if you take maybe like 6 times in a day, then that's probably around 1 year and a little bit more of the battery life. And
Cool.
I assume that your environment is explosion protection environment.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
So unfortunately, you cannot charge on site, but you have to take the camera outside again and then charge it. But charging itself is not so difficult. You can use mobile batteries. It's gonna get fully charged around 10 hours. So basically, at the end of the day, you just take out the camera and just leave it for overnight, and when you come back, it's fully charged.
So if I then take the camera off of the mounting, do some charging, when I put it back, do I require? I'm guessing that I need to do setup again.
You might need a setup unless, let's say, you have a mounting kit already set it up, and you mount it exactly the same way. You probably don't have to. But
Is that something that LiLz provides?
It depends. So we do have a slight a support of let's say, vibration or movement to fix the images. But it's the best if you probably try it out to see that like how much of like movement you have. But generally, like you want to hold the camera in one position all the time, so you're gonna use some sort of mounting kit. It's like a clamp or like a magnet or whatever that's available. But those mounting, if the mounting is solid, then yeah, you're gonna have the camera at the same location. So.
And you mentioned trying it out. Is that possible?
We actually do. So we actually do like a trial, but I recommend to do like a standard camera, not explosion protection one. It's because of the explosion ratings, like we have some sort of regulation and we cannot reuse the camera. So if you do have known hazardous area that used to have gauges, then we can venture out the like standard camera, and then just you can use it for a month or two. Then if you're satisfied with the result, then yeah, you can probably go ahead to purchase the explosion protection one.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
So just to be clear, we have two models that is available in overseas Malaysia. One is the standard model, and the other one is explosion protection one, as I mentioned. And that explosion protection one is only used in a zone 2 environment, not zone 1 or zone 0. So just to be clear.
All right, I think it'll be easier for you to see the cloud itself, so that as a manager you can know what kind of experience you can get it. So this is the LiLz Gauge cloud. Where all the pictures we taken from the device will be sent here. And this specific account, Ganeko, is our home account. So we have an office in Okinawa. In Japan, it's a small island, very close to Taiwan. So we do have some small gauges, like taking like temperatures, like humidities and stuff like that. Some of them are actually pictures. But let's see, this room control should be working, so I'm gonna just pull out. So this is the picture taken today. We got like some pictures yesterday, like we've been monitoring for a while. And these are the setups. So let's check this one. So once the picture be taken, I'll show you later how to do setup, but the picture will be cropped per gauges, and you have to do the setup manually, but it's only happening once in the beginning. These are the cropped image of a hydrometer. And on these settings, they actually set up as alert for over 70 as system limit and over 60 as control limit. So whatever the temperature goes over, then I'm actually getting some notification on emails.
Right.
And as you can see, you get a timestamp, cropped image, and the AI readings here. So let's say if you're not satisfied with this, let's say this is like not 72.7, but it's 72, like not, then you can change it here if you want to change it like this. Yeah. And also this circle is a confirm button. So once you confirm it, then you can see on the cloud as well as when you export the data, it's also show up. But the cool thing about this feature is if you still want the team to verify the numbers, then you can check that if somebody did it or not. And these are the trend graph, and that's pretty much it. Here as well, they have, this is more loud and clear, its numbers, so you can, as you can see that it's been reading like that. I want to show you how to do setups. Do you have any questions so far?
Not about the setup. I'll have a question after the setup.
Okay. All right. So let's do the circular, the one that has hydrometers. So this is the whole entire pictures. You're going to show them that where exactly you want to crop. Okay, I think this is fine. Now we have this. And don't worry if you have to put your camera like upside down, like angle, you can fix it on this setups. So actually the quality of image doesn't have to be not that good, if that makes sense, like this. Well, this is a little too long, so I can just blow it like this, and yep. Clockwise, okay. I can just put higher. Okay. Alright. Unit is percentage. So this is set by users. So whatever the name they want to call it. For example, gauge number 1, number 2 is completely fine. You can put running methods in nearest value and scale less than 360. Rotation is clockwise. Now, so this is the secret of our AI. So AI is not actually trying to read a number, but they're trying to locate where exactly is those needles located based on the number you've given. This is a test. I only put this like 5 points, but most of our Japanese customer, they put the all points as a data, 50 and 70. It also doesn't have to be evenly spread out as long as the number goes small to large. Alright, and if you want to control limit, you can do this, but here you go. For the testing purpose, it says 73.0. If that seems okay, you can just circle and confirm it, and now you add another gauge. So it's quite simple, I would say. Most of the people can use it without having much of navigation and explanation. Yeah, you have any questions?
No, the setup all seems pretty straightforward. I do have a question about the camera, the bracket.
Okay.
Over time, cameras typically tend to sag if they're on a bracket, if they're not fixed very strongly. Would that be a problem with this setup?
It is better to at least mount it with 2 points. We recommend to have like 2 points. So we have like multiple like brackets. It's actually a basic screw, so you can use third-party like product like GoPro mounting and stuff like that. Most of the time, if you like mount it with like 2 different angles, then it's pretty like fixed in one location. So that's one of the recommendation we have. But also, once it dropped by a higher spot, we cannot assume that the camera is not going to be broken. So we also recommend to have some sort of like a supporting system to fall down from the higher location if you put it on somewhere.
This is our actual camera.
Wow.
You know what I was talking about, like you can put the jigs, fix the jigs from these pictures, right?
Yeah, if you want, like it's like a size of 2 iPhones, like next to each other. So it is quite handy.
Is it quite? How heavy is it?
It's like 500 grams. It's like one like pet bottle.
All right. Kai, if you don't have any other questions, I believe we have covered pretty much of our service LiLz Gauge and LiLz Cam today. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Kai. Thank you, Aya, for a good conversation. And if you want to learn more, please visit our website, revolutionize.com, or contact us directly. We are very happy to go through all the details with you online or offline. So thank you very much for today, and I'm hoping to see you somewhere soon. Thank you.
Thank
you.
Bye.